Alright, hear me out. I've never seen Smallville. I know, I'm a 90s kid and I do remember the show being all over TV when I was growing up in the 2000s.
An all-new season of Smallville. Starts Friday, 8:30 p.m.
But I never watched it because I thought Superman was stupid. I mean, come on, you can't tell me this doesn't look kinda dumb. But over the past few weeks, I've had this sudden urge to dig out all these old shows from the 2000s and to see what I missed out. And at the center of all of it is Smallville. So I finally caved and gave it a try. Somebody save me! So I just watched the first 3 episodes and I like it. Before I go on any further, I've never read any Superman comics. I don't know much about how accurate this show is to its source material, nor do I actually really care. I just want to judge this as a standalone piece of media, and so far, I think it's great. I find it almost funny how this one meteor shower basically sets up the entire show so conveniently. This meteor shower basically gives Clark to the Kents, makes Lex bald. Man, that's quite hard to say. Makes Lex bald. Kills Lana's parents. Set up kryptonite and also sets up enough alien radiation or something to provide the show their villain of the week. Honestly, kudos to the writers for one hell of an inciting incident. And on the topic of Lana, let me just say, I think Lana is so sweet, bro. Come on. She's the popular girl at school, but she's constantly giving her time to other students who need help with their papers. Her parents died, albeit in a kind of funny way to the meteor shower, but she never plays the victim card or lets her parents' death stop her from enjoying the things in her life. She's really bad at her part-time job as a waitress, but she's always smiling and keeping a positive demeanor about the whole thing. She's also really nice to Clark. Like, come on, man, how can anyone hate her? Now on to the star of the show, Tom Welling as Clark Kent. I really like him as the lead of the show. He's sort of a gentle giant type character and has this sort of innocence about him where he deeply cares about his family and friends. But despite being basically a god, we see that at the end of the day, he's still a teenager struggling with teenager things. Popularity, getting the girl, doing chores, all that stuff. The show even tries to convey that Clark may actually be having it worse than normal teenagers. His adoptive dad, Jonathan Clark, has shielded his son from doing certain things a normal teenager would. A big contention between the both of them is on the subject of football. You see, Clark wants to play football because he thinks it'll finally boost his popularity in school. Jonathan doesn't want him to play because, well, he's a literal god. It'll be like putting LeBron James on the same court with literal toddlers.
LeBron James. There's too many of them. What are we going to do?
Despite his powers, he yearns to just be a normal kid. Good job, writers. You have successfully convinced me that a god's life is suckier than mine. Brilliant. There is one thing I'm curious about though. Clark knows that no human on Earth can stop him. Clark knows that if he really tries, he can get whatever he wants. Yet he's always so subservient to his parents. What is stopping him from just becoming like that kid in Brightburn? Is there a reason why he chooses to be so good and righteous? I hope they explore this as the show goes on. Lex is alright. I mean, I've got nothing much to say about him at this point. But for real though, how did this kid on the Scarecrow come out fine? Okay, not totally fine, but he took the brunt of that meteor impact and he came out looking okay. How did Lex lose just his hair? Alright, never mind. The special effects, I must say, have held up better than I thought. You gotta remember that this was first aired in 2001. The fact that I can look at these effects and not absolutely cringe my eyes out is a compliment. And that theme song, man, oh my god. Save me! I've never seen Smallville till now, but I feel like I've known this opening theme my whole life. It was always on TV, it was always on the commercials. It's almost like it's imprinted in my brain forever. In conclusion, I'm pretty invested in these 3 episodes that I've seen thus far, and I'm really excited for what's to come. And if you like this content, do let me know by liking the video and commenting on what other show from the 2000s you'd like me to check out. Till the next one, and peace.